Hello, kindergartners. Today our garden word is thin. 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 When you thin your plants, you make space between them by removing some of the plants. This is a natural thing that you have to do to make sure that there's room for the fruit that's growing. We are going to leave our growing plants inside and go outside and thin in my gardens. We will use these plastic eggs to give us an idea of the size of the beets and of the radishes that we're going to thin. Here is my big garden, and we will go in and thin to win on beets. Here you can see beets lined up in my garden. There are beets. There's a beet. These are beets. And if you see these eggs, these are about the size that the actual product, the fruit of the beet, the part that grows underground, is going to be. So what we have to do is make enough room for them all to grow. What you can see here is we have 6 of these eggs in this space, but we have lots of beets. So what we have to do is thin them out. And that really means that you have to eliminate some, which means they aren't going to grow. But that's the only way that you get the big fruit that you're looking for from your garden. Here we see another batch of beets. Over here on this end, there's enough space between those beets, but then it gets a little bit tight here. So we want to thin them out. Take this one out. And that should give everybody room to grow to their full size. Here is my other garden, and we are going to thin radishes. Here you can see the patch of radishes that I put in my garden, and I tried to space them out, but I think it's always tempting, especially with small seeds, to put them too close together. I'm going to close up a little bit here, and you can see with these eggshells the size that the radish might be. Here they are, and over here. And most of these are placed far enough apart. You can see these two could grow up into those eggshell size, and they would grow just fine. If they're too close together, you never really get the size fruit that you want. So here we might take out 1 or 2 to allow space for the remaining ones to grow to their full size. But that's the idea of thinning, is to take out a healthy plant like this one so that the ones that remain can get to their full size. Here you can see this radish is already red on the stem, and that thing is going to fatten up, and if you can imagine, one day, probably not too long from now, 4 or 5 weeks, it's going to be as big as that plastic eggshell. That was your lesson on thinning, and we will see what is sad in a garden next time. Thanks for tuning in.